How y'all doing? No BS Brass is a really amazingly diverse set of characters, pretty much spanning across all demographics. We don't always see eye to eye. We fight sometimes. Things get real deep and heavy, but you know, we tolerate, respect each other, and we find ways to use our diversities to our advantage in our compositions and our music, and just our general approach about how we come across as a band. And to me, that's really what our new record, Brass Knuckles, is all about, is people, ordinary citizens, all of us respecting, tolerating each other, and most importantly, having each other's backs in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah. So we've put out a bunch of albums. We've composed those albums in a bunch of different ways. When we first started, we'd often create songs in the room all together. Someone would come up with the beat, someone would come up with the bass line, someone would come up with the melody. And I think we were very successful at putting music together that way. Then we created an album called Fight Song, a tribute to Charles Mingus, in which we took original tunes by Charles Mingus, and then individual members of the band would create arrangements of those things. For the most part, write them out and bring them in, and we'd work on those. For Brass Knuckles, we as individuals all composed just about all of the elements of the composition, brought that in fully fleshed out, and then learned the music. So this newest album, I think, is really exciting because these individual compositions allow the listener and us to really have a deeper understanding of where each person is coming from, their experiences, their upbringing, what they're thinking about musically, and we hope to share all of that, well, 5 of those tunes with you tonight. First up is Lance. He'll be talking about his tune, Tyrannus.
Yeah, so this song, Tyrannus, is one of my contributions to the record, and it's pretty much about what I was just talking about. Just all of us, people, looking after each other in our day-to-day lives, protecting each other, tolerating each other, respecting each other, against all forms of injustice and tyranny, things that might happen. Can't always look to the officials to do that for you. Sometimes we just got to do it ourselves. So, Tyrannus.
As you can tell, we are really into this record, so when it comes on, we can't, a little self-congratulation there. Next tune is called Act Like You Know, and it's a little phrase that I heard Ray Alvarez, the lead singer of Bayoritmo, say all the time when I was in the band. And it just means to be sophisticated, act like you know how the world is, how people might be different. I think we are all rule breakers from time to time. We all have issues with authority. We all either hold views or know people who hold views or sexual orientations or political leanings that are different than ours. And I think it's important to act as though we know those people, to act not like they're immigrants, but like we are all part of the same family. So here's Act Like You Know.
And it's like a time running out, we're making you move your body. Act like you know, no BS, tell me ready to go. Act like you see, ain't nobody flyer than we. Act like cancer. You're taking lives to feed your addiction. Losing that war on drugs and fighting back with fiction. You gotta run a boat like the rest of us, and now you think it's all yours cause it's west of us. Blind to every color other than you, except red in the streets from white boys and blue. So you drown who's brown down deep in the wave, and you be stacking who's black 6 feet in the grave. Pray for who's gay, tell them something to save, and tell your mothers and sisters shut up and behave. New York, Ferguson, Charleston, Charm City, choking them out without pity, without mercy. If you wanna live free right now, you gotta act like you know.
My musical contribution to the record, entitled The Fight of Our Lives, is a composition that came to me through my mind's ear completely. It came in 3 different sections that I rearranged in different order. Normally I don't like to compose like that because it seems really jerky and abrupt to me, but No BS capitalizes on these qualities. The low brass and the accented trumpets can either be smooth or abrupt depending on what we simply want to do. And the sections throughout the tune are highlighted through the rhythm section's versatility is highlighted throughout the different sections of the tune. So here's the Fool.
That's the groove. I was just gonna keep going.
A longer clip, you know.
A long clip.
No, that long
clip. My song came about through the influence of 2 people, 2 friends of mine that passed away, Danny Pierce and Joe Amory. The chorus came to my mind's ear right after I heard that Danny had died, and Joe used to like walk around and sing this stupid song, birthday, birthday, every day's my birthday. So I originally just wanted to call the song Danny Pierce and Joe Amory, but that was weird. So I changed it to Out of Time, like to represent that they ran out of time, but that like this song's created after their death, so they go on to exist out of time. In this clip, you'll hear Joe's idea first, and then the thing that was inspired by Danny.
So the song that I contributed to the record is called 3 a.m. Bounce. And it's about that moment and when you're hanging out with your friends late night and you're thinking and talking about really deep problems you may be having with your family or like your job or how you feel about Earth and how that seems to you right now, if it's right or wrong. And then you just go, let's just not think about that right now. Let's just hang out and enjoy each other's company, because that's really what's up. It's like enjoying each other's company and having these conversations and being there together with each other and like having the ability to feel each other's pain and the ability to help each other when they're down with parties. Like no BS, like going to our shows is like you get to forget about all that for the 2 hours or 3 hours that we're together. So 3 a.m. Bounce is about that feeling, and you'll hear at the beginning, it sounds really crazy and intense, and then it bounces out to the party, you know what I mean? It's 3 a.m. There you go.
Conversation last night, actually. Like,
Bounce party.
lovely. That's it. Love it. All right. I think the music pretty much speaks for itself. We try to be a diverse group of people and bring together a diverse group of people. So we thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you.